Howdy ducks, it's Unchowder, it's painting time. It's time to maybe finish a painting today. That'd be cool, huh? Howdy JM, David Klozhagov to you too, thank you. I was testing my OBS junk before stream, and I can only see my chat when there is a chat, so I have to like chat to myself to actually see what's going on. I'm looking forward to seeing this come together. I am too. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you too. Thanks for coming in. Today is gonna be, chill, obviously. But I think we can make some really good progress on the painting today. If you recall from last time, I think it was UJM who was saying you can, you took a picture of the painting and then like put it in paint or whatever and did some messed around with the background colors and stuff. So I did similar. So now I know what I'm doing. I know what color the background's going to be. I know what I'm going to do for the one or two colors that I'm not happy with. And I know essentially what it's going to look like. So hopefully no surprises today. That's my goal for today, is not be completely shocked by what's going on onto the painting. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some touch-ups on some of the Jezebel parts, and then we're gonna do the background, and then hopefully that goes quick. I mean, it's just gonna be one big solid color, so it's probably not gonna take too long. And then once all that's done and I'm satisfied with all the colors that are on there, we're gonna do some whiskers. I want to do at least her face whiskers. She has some weird like torso whiskers. I want to get a couple of those in there too, because they're quite distinctive to her, I think. So I want to kind of capture what I can. But other than that, that's kind of it. So that might be 3 hours worth of work. We'll find out pretty quickly, but I think that's about all that's going to go on today. And I'm just now remembering that I totally forgot about my little sponsor thing. Today's episode is brought to you by a fish. That one right there. But also by you. Clicking on the buttons and liking and following and whatever and down there. That's the little fish food in my aquarium right now. So I appreciate all being here. I appreciate you hanging out with me. And yeah, that's kind of it. I'm going to move over to the other desk and we're going to get all situated there. So one moment. Alrighty. In theory, you can hear me. And see me. Today the camera worked. Today it got connected without having to use stupid Wi-Fi stuff off the bat. So I have no idea what was wrong last time. Yes, here we are. Here we are. I did a couple of little... This is just literally a scrap piece of wood that I've been using as a test swatch. Which I mean, the paint acts differently on these two woods, so it's only so close. But I was trying out some different yellows. We're gonna try this middle yellow. We're gonna do a lemon yellow for the background, for the whole background, because I do like how that looks. Nice light contrast for our black cat. Look at that handsome kitty. I know, right? She always looks so good. And then this one, I'm gonna like this kind of, I don't know, I keep thinking of it as like a peachy color. I'm gonna replace it with this color, which is basically like this had salmon in it, and I think it's just a little bit too much salmon. So this still has salmon in it, but it's a little more gray than salmon. So I don't know, I think it's going to be a little bit more congruent to the rest of our stuff. And in fact, that's where I'm going to start. I even took notes on my swatches here. Yeah, it's going to be 2 to 1 to 1 salmon, white, and gray. I love I have a plan. I know, right? That never happens. It's a lot easier to have a plan later into the into a project like this. And that's kind of my style, realistically, is, you know, jump into things at the start, and then the plan will make itself clear along the way, right? You don't got to know everything at the start, because you'll learn some things as you go. I'm just gonna shove that over there. I tried to clean this. Like, having this much of a plan from day one would have been really difficult, right? I would have had to have basically mocked up the whole thing in paint to start with. So now we're gonna do 2 globs of those. Do 1 gray. And 1 of white. Go. I've been using this paintbrush as my stirring stick. Z around to tell us about their craft day. Oh yeah. Yes, tell us about that. You told me about it very briefly, and I basically understand it as a charity marathon for Alzheimer's, but I'm sure you can give better details. And that's different, right? I don't know how different it actually is, but I think it's more... I think it's better. We'll see once it's all actually on there. Some of these are actually bigger. I'm gonna start down here. Yeah. I think it's a little more gray, especially once it dries. If not, well, how it goes. Not dramatically different, but I guess that's the point. It wasn't that far off. I'll be crafting all day as part of their longest day campaign. Okay. A lot of details since I just signed up. Essentially, you agree to something for a whole day and try to get people to give money that will go towards Alzheimer research. Okay. The longest day is just their way of talking about bringing light to dark places. Oh, that's cool. Northern Hemisphere solstice. I'm gonna craft the day after because I have work on the 20th. Yeah, totally. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Gonna crochet? That makes sense. 24 hours of crocheting is a lot of crocheting, though. Please be careful with your fingies. some way to follow along. That's kind of the tricky part, is I definitely plan on streaming that day as well, because that'll be the day after Shadow of the Erd Tree releases, because timing, of course. And it's a little difficult for us to both stream at the same time, but I don't know. Well, maybe we'll figure out something to do. I think I like that color better. It's definitely not dramatically different, but I think I like it better. Might stream when they aren't, or I might just post pictures. Yeah, that's fair. A little picture diary in Discord. Oh yeah, totally. Do stream for Extra Life. Did you put in that logo, or does Twitch just do that? That's interesting. I've been known to stream on occasion, but mostly just for fun and randomness. Yeah, totally. Which put the logo in? That's a little wild. I've never noticed that before. And I won't be streaming like all day, right? I want to do some longer streams that week, but there's still gonna be time before and after. Oh, camera! My god. Scaring the crap out of me. My kingdom for a real camera. Oh, I didn't mute my phone. You don't put a space. Yeah, weird. Weird. I guess it would be weird if they put it in for every time someone typed extra space life, because I'm sure that comes up in conversation in Twitch in different contexts. Weird. Maybe it's because you've done it before? That would be weird too. E and L are cap. Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. Weird. But yeah, that's our... That'll be a thing that happens later this month. Maybe we'll just take turns streaming that day. Could stream a co-op game. It's true. We've tried that in the past. We mostly just don't have the setup for both of us to be talking at the same time. Mostly because we both have condenser mics. And we're too close to each other, so we pick up each other on each other's microphone. And it turns into a mess real quick. It's better than it used to be. We rearranged the room and it's a little bit better, but I think it's still not perfect. It'd be cool to get us both nice directional microphones, but those are money. What we need is enough space so that we can both have our own, like, offices. We're getting to the point where we both have stuff that we do from home that we want to have privacy for. So, like, we both need our own little home offices. Whoops. There are days when we have to navigate who gets computer access. Yeah, exactly. What I know about you is renting market, good luck. Exactly. I mean, it varies quite a bit based on where you are, but we're in one of the places where it sucks. It sucks to be a renter, and it sucks to be a first-time home buyer. Probably also sucks to be a homeowner and a home seller and everything else too, but... Where the jobs are? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, if we were like fully work from home and could just live wherever, it'd be one thing, but that's not the case. Still gotta be in a physical location for some things. I think I'm gonna come back to the ears, I think. And the eyes. We were discussing the eyes. I think. And the lips too. I want to rework some of that. How are things over in your world, JM? It looks like you went to a parade. You like that better? Start my new job on Monday, woohoo! I need to be in the office on Thursday, it's fine, but it's novel concept. I was helping my partner with York Pride stuff for her job, that's cool. She supports different groups for the British Library, that's cool. Like the LGBT group and the disability groups. That's cool. I haven't had very many opportunities to be involved in Pride events. I've been to several. I've been lightly involved in a couple from a previous job. Not hugely. I think I want some just gray. I think I want, oh, not that much, holy oh well. Some gray and some white. Hey man. Because previously, I don't think I really did much gray and white previously. Government wanted to delete her job, but they dissolved parliament, so yay. As wild as our government can be sometimes, yours has some moments. I'll never understand people trying to get rid of libraries. Like, libraries should be like one of the most fundamental services that is provided by a civilization. Has been for a very long time. This is basically this, but without the salmon. That's cool. I'm gonna do this here. Well, how am I gonna do this? Maybe it'll just be these. Or maybe I'll look at my reference. I hadn't been to Pride Stuff before. Oh, that's cool. Nice to go with a purpose. Totally. Not that you need a purpose to be there. Yeah, she's got like her bottom lip a little bit lighter. I see. Okay. I think I want this here. And realistically, I don't think it should be the same color. That's the thing. I think if I just take this gray and put it here, that's the same color, yeah. Then the middle needs to be slightly darker. Means I need to bring back my 3-to-1. What I was doing. Glad I took notes. Or not. Yeah, because it's gray and black. 2, 1, 3. Probably going to end up being the same color as one of its neighbors, but I think that's fine here. Or no, I want this middle bit to be just a little bit darker, I think. And the normal gray down here. Don't look too bad. I think it looks better. Been to most libraries years ago to pay for bailouts for the banks. That's cool. Part of our Minister for Common Sense policy to end wokeness in the government departments, like banning rainbow lanyards and stuff. Yeah, we have stuff like that too. It's usually on a state-by-state basis, but I've seen, like, I don't even know what state it was. A state that I'm not in banned putting like pronouns in your email signatures for government jobs or something like that. I don't know, like real petty stuff. Went last year too, doing the same thing, talked to the Quakers about helping them next year. That's fair. You like that color better? Good. Because I'm out of ideas. Really new over here, like last couple years, our right-wing party approved same-sex marriage as the, like, pink washing for being awful to the poor. Yeah, that's fair. Because they kept banning their leader and their membership would pick the new leader and thus new prime minister. Yeah. They kept going harder and harder to their base and all the homophobes, yep, came roaring back. Yep. That's not too dissimilar for what we have here, I don't think. Okay, so like the very inner parts of this, of the eyes here, I like this color for like this very inside bit, because she does have like just white fur in some places, but I think some of these outer bits are going to turn into this color. I think that's what we decided. Would it be the salmon color or just like a light gray color? Perfs have opened up all the LGBT folks to attack now, yeah. Which is exactly what everyone with a brain cell was saying, but hey, it's like the shittiest thing to be right about. I know, right? Inside ears? No, I mean the, like, outside the eyes, where we have this light color here. I'm gonna keep the lightness here on the, like, the very inside, but we were talking about bringing down the bulk of it, so it's not quite so big. I don't have to do that with, like, the light gray or with a light salmon. Do the light gray just mixed? Okay. I think I agree. Fuck that. Today was thousands of happy people being their authentic selves. Very cool. Gotta love to see it. It's always a good reminder that all of the, like, all the guff that you hear, all the shittiness really is concentrated in, like, politicians and really loud people and people with microphones and megaphones and things like that. But it's really nice to go out and interact with people, in person to person, you know, but also like a lot of those things that, like, they don't exist in most social spaces, right? You kind of have to go find it in person to go find people with those who are, like, voicing those kinds of opinions. Like, they're out there obviously, but like they get so amplified. Their voices get so amplified in our discourse. So it's nice to go out and remind yourself that no, there's a lot of people like me. I'm not alone out here. The trick is gonna be where to draw a line. Oh, I could even... What if I grab a pencil? I bet I could draw on the dry paint. So she does have... This all for sure. I don't know, it's all it is pretty white in there. like that. Squawk. This, I'm gonna say... Really, it's like... York Pride Parade goes through a lot of residential areas, and nearby all the houses had flags or balloons or people waving. That's cool. Oh, you donated. Cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, our Pride Parade usually goes down through like the core of downtown. Some of which is, you know, there's apartment buildings along the route usually, and there's usually a lot of people like on their balconies cheering as things go by. I don't know, it's a real festive atmosphere. I'm gonna try that. Of course, there's this little tiny sliver up here that I didn't actually manage to get last stream. But it's just gonna get incorporated here. Now I just have to make sure to paint over my pencil lines. Had a bit of a fight with it, but let me PayPal, that's good. Into your state. Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one. That looks pretty good, I think. More shinies! Oh, we finished more shinies! Very, very cool. Now my ears need to, like, hurry up and heal. I have some shinies on deck, but they're mostly earrings. I'm quite to the point of being able to wear them yet. Oh, okay. Don't look bad. Grandma had Alzheimer's. Oh, yeah. Grandma had it too. Just a few months ago, yeah. Yeah. It is one of those things, isn't it? It's a really hard one to be around for. I know that much. Okay, so I know what I'm gonna do for the eyes. I want to do, there's like a little shine on the pupils, which I think is just gonna be just white. Since that's more of a lighting effect than an actual color on her. It is quite white. Actually whiter than the bare board. I feel like I could have brought this pupil up a tiny bit. This was... did I make this just black? No, it's like one shade up from black. Which is 2 black, 1 gray. I was hoping I didn't have to remix all these colors again. Okay. I mean, that settles quite a bit of it, I think. Looking over at my stream over here. It looks good when zoomed out. Like when I'm, you know, it's right up at my face, it looks like one thing, but I look over here and see it small and zoomed out, it looks pretty good, I think. Not gonna lie, I was a bit worried when you got to painting the face. It's so easy to mess it up, and looked good without paint. Looking ace, excellent, thank you. I had kind of the same similar instinct at first. Like the line art came out looking so good. I was like, I'm only gonna screw this up with paint. Looks great for sure. Need to touch up the Sybil one. I think the Sybil one looks perfect. I know you wanted to redo the background, but like Sybil herself in there looks quite perfect, I think. The only other thing I want to revisit is the inside of the ears. I'm thinking this color I'm going to replace with this color? Or do I leave it? That might get left. I don't know, like the salmon color on the inside I think is just a straight salmon. I don't know if that's quite what it should be. I would change it. Because they're too dissimilar from each other, right? It should be like two shades of flesh, essentially. There should be like a darker fleshy and then like a lighter fleshy on the outside. Maybe this is the outside, and then the inside would be just salmon and white. The one on the right is kind of bright. Yeah, that's fair. Outer bit. Oh, so bring down the outer bit. I mean, this is a bit darker. Maybe that's what we do. Like, should it just be the same color as these? Like our new salmon, and then maybe just like that, but without the gray. That would lighten it up a little bit, or darken, I guess. Or no, we definitely want the darker in the middle. How are we with Sybil emotes and cat content? Held back a bit. Don't hold back. New salmon, yes. I'm okay with Sybil emojis. The timing ended up being a little more on the nose than I meant it to be. But when I commissioned this round of emotes, I kind of had that in the back of my mind. I knew I wanted to get emotes for both the cats because things happen, and it was going to feel weirder to try and commission an emote for a creature that's already gone. So yeah, I kind of did that on purpose. Those emotes will live there forever. They won't get retired or anything. So yes, absolutely use the Sybil emotes whenever you want, because they are still freaking adorable, and I do still love seeing those gigantic eyes staring back at me. So yeah, no worries there. Okay, so I'm gonna start just by changing this color here. And then if we need to do the other one too, then we will. Maybe it'll make sense when they're together. I like to think she saw them. Yeah, totally. don't know what she thought of him. Kind of the reason why I pushed myself to take on this project. Like, not necessarily like right now, but I knew I wanted this to be my next project, my next crafting project, because if I wait too long, it's gonna be much harder. I think I'm also going to change the shape of this inner color to kind of bring it down that inside corner. Changing the shape makes sense? Yes. Perfect. Virtual hugs? Yes, virtual hugs. I will accept all the virtual hugs. So long as Frank is getting real hugs too. think I like that. I think I do want to... I don't know. What do we think about this, the inside of the ear color? I think it's just a little too vibrant? I don't know. Not quite a flesh color. Streamer I know has a fun feature where you can do hug and then at someone it does a little message. That's cute. I like that. I have Nightbot going. I am definitely not utilizing Nightbot commands as much as I could. If anyone has ideas for commands, just let me know. Just as an experiment, I'm gonna try like a salmon, like just salmon and gray, because this is salmon and white and gray. But if we maybe took out the white just to make it a little bit darker. Expect us using Nightbot? I imagine so. Frank has just turned up, but he's in more of a hug with claws kind of mood. Yeah. Those are good hugs. You can't turn down hugs. I hate when he sits on my keyboard but doesn't want to do anything other than be annoying. I know, right? Jezebel tried to turn on sticky keys the other day. Just sat down and the computer was like, oh. You're trying to do something, yes? I don't know, it's like... The inside of her ear is all the same color, but she has an ear tuft with, you know, there's like black hair coming out of her ear, and plus shadow makes the whole thing kind of darker. So it's like, it's the same color, it's just more in shadow. Let's try this. Let's try two salmon. One gray. Yeah, I think I like that. It's pretty close, but not that close. Oh, well, maybe that's the point. By side. Yeah, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's all it's gotta be. And then we'll do some... We're gonna do some freehanding whiskers at the end, I think. Or is that too similar? No, well, we'll wait until it dries to see how it actually looks. Most of the time is a signal for me to get my blanket out and for him to sit on my knees. Sometimes he wants to play. Sometimes he just looks at me angrily and then after a few minutes starts biting my PC. Of course. Of course. Jezebel had a spot on my desk that was like perfect for her. And then my desk changed. Like ever so slightly. I used to have a little pull-out drawer for my keyboard to rest on. The whole top of my desktop was like cat space. But then I changed that, so now the keyboard is on top of the desk, and she doesn't have her loafing spot anymore. So she'll come by and try to assert herself. She'll loaf on my keyboard, essentially. And I get frustrated and wander off. How's that? I did lose a little bit of the contrast here, but I mean, even as it's drying, I think it's still there a bit. It's just not as dramatic, but I think that's what I wanted. Having a cat is a constant battle for authority. Soft power politics got nothing on it. It's true. If cats could be politicians, we'd be screwed. While feeling a bit better with things in the contract change. Yeah, it's so nice to have that done. Big increase in pay and benefits, so it's good. Yeah. Color was the right choice. Good. Good, good, good. It does still have, there is a little bit of flesh toniness to it. It's just not as, not jumping out as much. Now I'm out of my little cat paw sections here. I want to do the iris. We were going to say this is just straight orange yellow, right? Ears look good. Good. Good, good, good. Right. That orange yellow. I'm going to bother pouring it out since it's literally this much. Oops. Put my finger in the ear. Yeah. Oops. That was a little much. Oh well. Let that dry and then probably come back with the pupil color and clean up that edge just a little bit. But in principle, there's a cat. And like her little, I want you. Her little orange bit up there, I'm going to turn into just like straight orange. Kind of match the other oranges she has. There we go. There she is. That's a cat. Yay, cat. Think so, a bit nervous too, of course. I mean, that's normal, right? I was gonna ask, do you get imposter syndrome? But I think the answer is yes for everyone. That's just a thing that happens in our brains. Yeah, okay, so now that these are drying, I can see a little bit of a difference there. I like that. I think I do like that. I think we're at the point of doing the background, which is wild. I don't see anything else that's leaping out at me. Towards the end at my last place, it was such chaos and I was so checked out that I'm worried about being my best again, of course. Yeah, I actually have to like start using those muscles again. Wish I had... I have more things. Gonna toss this over here. We were talking lemon, right? Lemon for the background. Love this painting. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'm enjoying this. I'm not usually a very visual art, like just painting or drawing kind of person. Like there's no way I could freehand this. It's not within my skill set, but having kind of a hacky way to turn a photo into a painting like this is really fun. I feel like this is pretty accessible. People should try this. This is fun. And I'm sure it would be even more fun for people who know what colors are. I want some gloopy yellow. Toss all this up here. Used. Okay. Oh, there was one more. I kind of want to go back to this. What was... I care that much. This is like... This is normal ray. Now what do I want to do there? I think I want to extend this color out these edgy bits. I kind of like, I have this border here, but I don't like this line. I could do, oh, no, I kind of want this color just go all the way out. That's what it should have been. The question is, what is this color? It's not the just gray. Like this is just gray. I think it's just one shade off of gray, which is what was that? It was like 3 gray and 1 black, right? Which is this one? I think this is what I did. I think I'm just gonna merge two sections here.
I need some music.
Subtle difference, but that bugs me less. Okay. I'll probably find more as I go, but for now I think that's a completed cat. I think the smart thing to do is going to be to go around the outside with the fine brush and then do like the bulk of it afterwards. That makes sense. Meow. Are there cats in my chat now? Frank, what did you do to JM? Fine brush first makes sense. I'm glad I'm making sense today. I feel like it's not always the case. I'm also curious to see what the board itself does to this color. Like none of these colors are like perfectly opaque on here, right? I'm seeing the board come through in subtle ways. And of course we mocked this up and on the computer, which didn't take that into account. I think it'll be fine. Covering all these lines with yellow is going to be fun. I have to come back and touch some things up with a second coat, but honestly, we've gotten by pretty good without having to go back and... We've mostly just had to change colors. We haven't had to do a second coat on most things. Maybe I should, but I'm not gonna. Assume the whole background is yellow. It's gonna be. Right now it looks like the painting of Jezebel in the litter tray. Do 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 do. Yellow's a good choice. I think it's nice the yellow is also in her eyes a bit. Yeah, totally. Like, it's not going to be the exact same color. I did an orange yellow versus a lemon yellow. So the background color is only going to be the background, which I think is appropriate, but like there is just a tiny bit in there, right? And I think like you were saying last stream, it kind of emulates the lighting source that we have in our original photograph. It kind of looks like she's sitting in the sun, like with her back to the sun. Just like sitting with your back to a monitor. I preserve as much of these little jaggeds as I can. Some of them are probably going to get rounded out a bit, but I want to keep her as geometric as I can. Imagine it's also gonna remind me of like if I were feeling more cheeky, I would put a big old halo behind her. It's gonna remind me of like a illuminated manuscript kind of a deal. Or like a stained glass window. You know, the holy figure that Jezebel is. That'd be fun. The next step, stained glass windows. I mean, ask my in-laws. It was like 13th century saints. Exactly, yeah. I think that would be amazing. Funny enough, my mother makes stained glass, yeah, exactly, as a hobby. Usually much simpler stuff like flowers. Yeah, I don't know how intricate they would get, but I'm sure if we asked really nicely for stained glass somethings of both the cats, I think we might get it. It's like one of those dangerous things to suggest as a gift because it will happen even if you mean it like half seriously. Like they'll just haul off and do it. They have like they have their own little film and everything. You also do stuff with melted glass, which is similar but different. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you don't need to actually melt anything for stained glass, but they also do melty things. They made us like this funky used glass Christmas tree, like just a little thing, maybe 4 or 5 inches tall. It's just a cone of shattered glass that was refused together. It came out really cool. Okay. Glass is such a cool material. I agree. Haven't had as much chance to play with it as my parents. They make some really cool stuff. I mean, they have a whole... I got a whole dang workshop. Turns out being a homeowner with crafting cave helps. It's true. Maybe someday we'll know what that's like. Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to cover these marks with the yellow. Yeah, I'll just pile it on there. Come back for a couple coats. I watch a lot of Adam Savage on YouTube. I guess a moderate amount of Adam Savage on YouTube. He talks a lot about his crafting space. Like, he does a lot of videos where he's making something, but he also does a lot of videos where he's talking about his space and doing something with his space for like organizational reasons, or you know, he just did a whole workshop reset kind of a thing. And it's cool. Like, I really like seeing other people's process and their space and their philosophies. I love hearing all that kind of stuff. But I get so dang jealous of his space. And like, he doesn't have a huge space even. Like, it's a pretty moderately sized space. Though he has like multiple rooms, I think. Whatever buildings he's in. Like, it's not an outrageously sized space as far as footprint goes, but he gets so much use out of his footprint. I don't know, it's incredible. Maybe someday. Really liking, like, as I'm looking back and at the parts I've dried already, I'm liking this. I think this was the right choice. Nice and contrasty. Must have a lot of money. I assume he does. And yeah, that's part of it. Like, you can get a lot of use out of a space if you have the money to organize it. And he has some pretty intense organizational hardware going on. But I feel like he's also on the better side as far as like getting, like, I don't know if I'd call him frugal, but he's definitely not just spending his way out of the problem, right? He's very intentional about what he gets and how it fits into his process, which I think is cool. It's cool to see. He has a lot of money and he has a lot of incentive to do that, right? Because that's his, like, that's his whole thing. That workshop is like his whole thing. Between like his professional career and his, like, all of his hobbies happen in the one space. So he has quite a lot of incentive to make it exactly what he wants it to be. got pretty ambitious with how small some of these features are. I think it's fine. There's situations in here where I want to get a real thick layer down, but in like a tiny space. We'll just call it unintentional blending. Camera, my goodness. I'm glad I noticed it at least. I think our last project I had the camera just turn off for a while and didn't notice. Maybe it turned off and I didn't have a way of, like, I had to go and turn it back on. But you mean, no, it's just doing its own thing. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to fix it manually. I think I did last time. But right now, like, I'm watching my stream on a computer on a little laptop over here. So I don't even notice it until, you know, after the stream delay. So it's a good thing it fixes itself pretty quick. If I had to manually fix it, I'd have to like get up and go to the computer, probably unplug something and plug it back in again and pray and light some candles, maybe go sacrifice a goat or something. So I'll definitely take it fixing itself. When I painted all these edges on the other side, I was kind of planning on having a more, like a darker background color. I assumed I was going to do green, because green. I like went, you know, I got up to my line, my carbon line on a lot of these, but I can still see it kind of peeking out underneath. I was kind of assuming that my background color would cover it, but now that it's just straight up yellow, it doesn't cover things beneath it quite that well. So Ultimately, I might not care at all. It kind of just looks like little pencil marks tracing around the outside. You probably have to get real close to even see it. Getting there. Isn't too bad. There's a cat hair. Oh my god. There you go. Gotta have one. Real cat hair in the painting? There's probably already some in there. Sounds like an advertisement for some, I don't know, a food of some kind that I don't want to be eating. Real cat hair in every bite. Maybe like a breakfast cereal, a cat hair based breakfast cereal. Sorry, if I'm just left to my own devices, I'm gonna come up with cursed things. That's just how it works. There we go. Wow, I like that. That looks good. That really pops. Like even just as it is. Certainly eaten cat hair cereal mostly as I have to fight off Frank for my Cheerios every morning. Yeah, so you get it. That authentic cat owner experience. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna come back and I don't know, we can probably get this wrapped up in an hour. This might be it. We might be in the final stretch here. I'll be right back. I'm back. Exciting? It is exciting, isn't it? We're sitting here watching paint dry, and it's exciting! This is like the biggest we have, which isn't very big. Also tell there's crap. I think at this point we just go for it. Oh, yep, okay. As long as it comes back, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure we do our ear tufts to actually cover the my drawn on ear tufts. Out! Out! There. I go through a paint a lot quicker when you're just painting large sections. Also intentionally leaving some brush strokiness to it, especially since there's a lot in the painting already. But I want the background to be too solid and be distracting. I guess not distracting, but not. I don't want it to be too different. Hey, look, another hair. Like the effect or affect. I think this is effect. Yes. Those two are notorious for getting mixed up. There's rules of thumb for which is which, but they both have exceptions. Like both of them can be used as a noun or an adjective in different contexts. It's really hard to know which is which. Only remember because I use affect at work, and I know that like the psychological affect, like I can remember that one. But like you can have an affect, like you have a flat affect, or you can affect something. You can affect change, right? It's true, now I'm going to get it wrong, or at least realizing that I've gotten it wrong before. And everyone gets it wrong. I think when words get that confusing that literally no one knows how to get it right, then the word just kind of goes away. No one cares. No one's gonna call you on it. Very few people are gonna call you on it. And half the people who call you on it will be wrong. I also have my little test marks down here from when we were first doing the carbon transfer. There's no way I'm going to cover these. Every detail of the wood and plank comes through, which I did not anticipate, but I think I like it. The background has a kind of texture to it that I didn't have to do. I think that looks pretty cool. I like that color. Looks good. Good! Wow, that does pop. It really does bring out her eyes, doesn't it? Totally. Totally. Now the whole dang thing is wet. Now I can't touch it anywhere. Nope, can't touch it. Can't touch it. I can definitely see some of our lines, our carbon transfer lines on the outside here, because the yellow is not going to cover it up very well. But I think that's just going to be a thing. I think it's just going to be a thing. I actually get... These might be slightly... I don't know if these are different colors or if it's just I got a better coat on one than the other. Of course, trying to color match from a previous stream is going to be difficult on its own, right? This. Wow, wow is right. It is striking, isn't it? Good call on the yellow. I probably would have gone green, and I don't think it would have worked. I think it would have been too cool of a color for the outside. I like having, like she has all these cool colors on the inside, and then they get warmer as they go out. I think it's a cool effect. Okay, I want to do some whiskers and stuff, but I definitely want the background to be dry first. Debating if I go back in on these borders for a second coat on anything, but I might not care that much. Like, you can definitely see some of those lines, but I don't think it's in a way that matters. Like, you can see some of them in, well, not, you can't see so many lines, but you can definitely see some overlaps in colors. You can see some like small gaps. I don't see like bare board anywhere, but there are spots where it like tries to peek through. I think I like it. Definitely not like if you're doing this digitally and you know, bucket filled everything, it would have a very flat texture, and like, but doing it hand like this, it has a depth to it. It has a character to it. Glad you experimented to get something you liked. I'm glad you suggested fiddling with it on the computer. Because that's the only reason I came into this with any confidence. And the background sure would be a heck of a thing to try to fix after the fact. That's a one attempt kind of a deal. That's probably a really smart way to do the whole thing. Right, call to paint it with big brush strokes and add interest to flat color. Yeah, totally. Well, like all the little nicks and the marks on the board itself come through too. Like it still looks like a piece of wood kind of underneath it. It still has that kind of a texture too. I'm sure it would still work without that, but it's nice to have. I agree. I mean, there's a million different ways to make something work, right? But I think I like making it work this way. It has, like, when I'm up this close, you know, I'm sitting here 2 feet away from the thing, I can see a lot of texture and depth to it. But then I look over on the stream where it's small and kind of, you know, as if it's further away. It flattens it a bit. So, like, in a positive way. It's like it looks cohesive. It doesn't look too busy when it's small, when you're far away, but when you get up close, you can see all the detail in it. I think that's the ideal, right? I think something like this should look interesting from each distance. One day, can you put both side by side? Of course. I could probably go grab it. Yeah, Z wants to fiddle with it, but I mean, I'll go. And this isn't completely done either, but we can see them side by side. Especially like, well, we're just literally waiting for paint to dry, so I'll go grab it. Here they are. Together forever. Try really hard not to paint something that doesn't want to be painted. There they are. I guess our scale is slightly different, but I think that's fine. It's also kind of characteristic of the two of them, right? Sybil's on the floor further away, and Jezebel is right up in your face staring at you. I think that's appropriate. Looked like part of a series. That was the idea. I wanted a match. Zeva did this and did it in a very particular style, right? And I was like, oh, I need to match that. It's really fun to try to match someone else's style like that. Or even just the style of a project, right? This isn't even necessarily either of our styles. It's just kind of the style that the project ended up looking. So it's really fun to emulate that and kind of fit something into, make something fit in with something else. I enjoy that. So Zava wants to fiddle with the background. I think they were saying that the name doesn't show up too distinctly, especially when it's hanging on the wall. This is just a silver Sharpie. I think they're going to take this color, this border color, and make that be the whole background so that the name kind of pops a little bit more. So I'm gonna emulate what this will end up being. So I'm not gonna have a border, it's just gonna be the one color. And then I'm gonna do her name down here in black Sharpie. And I'll wait until everything is really good and dry and completed before that happens, but that's the plan. And see, I'm looking at it. The plan was to do whiskers. But she's got some ridiculous whiskers. But there definitely aren't any whiskers on Sybil in this painting. But that begs the question, do I make Jezebel more accurate, quote unquote, by depicting the whiskers? Or do I keep them more in line with each other by just leaving it as it is? Something to confer with, perhaps? Yeah, I'm curious what people's opinions are. I'm gonna have to covering up this yellow or that section. Gonna be a thing. But also, it's also fine if it's there, I think. Be sort of nervous at this point. I am a little nervous. Yeah, there wouldn't be any going back. I think it's a scale thing again. Since you are closer to Jezebel, I'm more likely to see the whiskers. But also, I'm with GM, I'd be nervous. It's true. I don't know that I can get anything as fine as it would need to be. Because we'd be going like from here, and we'd be going like all the way out. Like her whiskers go like all the way out to here and probably like all the way out to here, but it needs to be the thinnest, thin lines. I don't know if I can get a nice smooth line, like it would have to be like in one stroke. I don't know, I am second guessing doing whiskers. Because it doesn't look like it's missing whiskers, right? You don't look at it and go, where are the whiskers? It doesn't, I mean, it looks like Jezebel. And that's ultimately the thing. I want to look at it and go, yes, that is that cat. If you don't put them in, it still looks like her. I agree. I worry it would be too busy. Because nowhere else in the painting do we just have lines, right? It's all blocks of color. Even if they're really small blocks of color, they're still solid, right? We don't have any lines. Neither do you. I guess I vote no. That's fair. I'm leaning towards no. I might do like do it on the computer again just to like see what it would look like. But even then, even if it looked good with real thin whisker lines, I don't know that I could make them as thin as they would need to be. Like if I ended up with lines in here that are too thick, it would like be way distracting, I think. I vote no. Okay. I think if I could do the whiskers well, it might make things look a little bit nicer, but also might make things a little more busy. And if I did things poorly, it would look really, really bad. There's no going back? Yeah, there's definitely no going back. I can't even remix all these colors. Like I could try, but they wouldn't be exact, right? Even going back over things, like they have such a distinctive texture to them because it's just the one coat. If I went back into like just this section and put in a second coat, and even if I managed to fully cover the whiskers that I put in, you would notice that all the colors in this section looked more solid. And then that would be distracting. And then you have to do the whole thing, and then you would lose that texture. Better to make the call to keep it as it is now? I think so. That is my thought. Still waiting for this to dry a little bit. Maybe I'll do some touch-ups on the very edge while we wait for this to dry. And then I'll try to put in her name, and then we'll call it properly done. I think there's not that much left to do here. I'll be right back. Really want to practice a lot before attempting them? Yeah. I would too. I guess that's a good reason not to. Normal yellow, I want lemon yellow. That is a big part about these kind of projects, right? Just knowing when to stop. Yeah, I don't know. I can only get so much coverage with this with his really light color. Oh well. It's tempting to remix all these colors and try to get the border from the other side, but again, probably not going to get the colors perfectly matched. And some sections are going to have more coats than others. Do. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it. Okay. Do you want that to dry more? What? Whisker Dilemma reminds me of when painting a model and you get to the eyes. Oh my god, yes. And of course, it's the last thing you do, right? Sometimes I do a dab of color and it looks okay, but I'm then stuck unsure if I should try to do 2 or 3 to get a pupil. Yeah, totally. I'm gonna do a practice text, and this is the same width. That's handy. I probably want to keep it within here, I guess. I want it this tall. This tall. I also have terrible handwriting. This is a whole different thing. Of course, I'm not going to get my. I need a ruler. Then I didn't even get there. You got some kind of scriptiness to yours. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get that. Doesn't seem too bad. Want it a little bigger. I have a hard time writing large. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna be able to get a big J. But I made it in time to see the finished question mark painting. It's very, very close. Welcome, welcome. At least if you don't like the name, it's a less vulnerable area to repaint, I guess. But I'm gonna have to recoloring Sharpie with yellow. You have no sound. That might be a you issue. Other people can hear me. Jam, can you hear me? Chow says welcome. Okay. Other people can hear me. That's good. That's all that matters. Not like that. That's about the right size, I think. How do J's work? Do I do the crossbar? I could just do like a more sans serif font would just be the hook part, right? Like that looks weird though. Oh, you just kind of have to go for it, don't I? I think that's what we're gonna do. Someone yells and says stop. I'm gonna try to have a straight line of some kind. We believe in you. That's good. Then, like, how wide? Like, that's as neat as my handwriting gets. Definitely doesn't look as pretty as yours. But it's my handwriting, and I guess that's probably the point, right? Pick your spot and don't change. Yep. Excellent. Good. Because it's not changing. Personalized that way? Yeah. It sure is. I wish I got the B a bit bigger, but the B stands for but. I think that's it. Is there anything left to do on this? Someone tell me what they don't like. Jezebel, not Jezebel. Oh, I always thought it was with just E's. Yeah, it's just E's. I don't think I've ever seen it with the A. Yeah, Google says, do you mean Jezebel with an E? Okay. Jezebel, the biblical figure, is with an E. I think we always spell it with E's. Other people might do different. It is never ever trust me on spelling. Okay, got it. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't ask you beforehand. I even had that thought. It's like, I should Google how to spell it. But like, I know how to spell it. So I'm glad I actually did know how to spell it. Yeah, I think we're good. Wow. We actually finished something in a relatively appropriate amount of time. Yeah, there's a bit of a texture to the yellow. It's definitely not like a solid color. Kind of like that. But she still stands out on it. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at it. Okay. I'm gonna go over to the desk and we're gonna chat. Bask in the glory of your realized creativity. I know, right? Wow. I did do it, didn't I? Need to go to sleep now. Okay, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out and thank you for your help. Even if you don't think you helped, you did help. This was, even just having someone to bounce my brain thoughts off of is very, very helpful. So I appreciate you being here and helping out with my silly cat painting. Yeah, and let's chat. Haha, here I am. Yeah, there we go. And of course it's flipped. My camera's flipped here. Whoops. Like crushed my keyboard. Wow, like right on time too. I was afraid I was gonna end up with like just a tiny bit left. Mindfuck, I know, right? Did you know I've been backwards this whole time? Oh, I can turn on my light too. Helps a little. Of course, I'm not like autofocused on this camera either. But yeah, here we are. Here we are. Wow, I like it. I do like it. And yeah, it's a stylized version of her, right? She definitely doesn't have like big pockets of orange like that. It is definitely orange creeping up underneath the black. But I think this is a stylized version of her, and it looks like her. It has that quality to it. I'm happy. I am happy. We completed a project today. I'm gonna go up on my wall. I'm gonna look at it all the time. Like this is like in our living room. The other one lives in our living room, like right above the TV. So we look at them all the time. Or we look at that one all the time, and now we're gonna look at this one all the time too. And I'm gonna look at my slightly crooked bee and go, damn it, like forever. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Yeah, we'll wrap up here. I need to not have this just sitting around. But yeah, that's a painting. That was what, four streams? I think that was 4 streams. So 12 hours of painting, or maybe 12. I think some of them went a little bit over. So 12 to 15, somewhere in there. It's really not bad for a project like that. So that's cool. I'm gonna turn this down into a little video on the main channel. Do like a little time-lapsey kind of a thing. I think that might be cool. And since this is such a, like, I really like this process. I feel like this is a really accessible process that you can do with like literally anything. Like any photo you take, you can turn into a painting like that. And you don't gotta be good at anything. That's the cool part. Like, I'm not good at painting. I'm not a painter. I'm not a person who can just sit down and draw something and have it look like something. So the fact that I could create a painting of my cat and have it look like my cat, it's very, very cool. So I'm gonna try to, tutorialize that a little bit and show how you could take any photo and turn it into a paint by numbers and it just be a thing. That's, how cool is that? How cool is that? So keep an eye out for that video. That'll happen at some point. Other than that though, what's our next crafting project? We've done two full crafting projects on stream now. And now we gotta keep an eye out for another. When we finished the first one, I knew that this was gonna be the next one, because I knew that I wanted to make this painting. But now I don't know. Now I'm open to suggestions. So if there's any kind of on-stream crafting type projects that people want to see, let me know. Join the Discord, leave a comment, do something, say something, just shout really, really loud from your rooftop. Maybe I'll hear it. And we'll see what we want to do next. I am enjoying crafting on stream. I'm enjoying having people around and working on that. So I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to do more fancy. I want to make things. I want to make some fancy things. But I'm also enjoying making within our means, right? This didn't take any special equipment. This was getting the photo printed at the Kinko store and then using craft acrylic paints and a piece of wood and some cheap brushes. So this is quite my speed as far as equipment goes and space goes right now. So yeah, maybe something fancier in the future. Anyway, come by on Monday and Thursday next week and we're gonna be a crab. We're gonna continue crab game and yeah, another crab's treasure. It's really fun so far. We stopped on a boss that was kicking my butt a little bit, but we'll beat that boss probably. And then come by next Saturday and we're gonna do something. I don't know. Come by later in the month and we're gonna be playing Shadow of the Erd Tree. That's going to be really, really fun. June 20th, I believe it comes out. I don't know what time of day, but come by for that. I'm going to do some big streams for that. So hope to see you there for that. And then more things in the future. Yeah, I don't know. Today's episode was brought to you by a fish. That one right there. And also by you clicking on the buttons and hanging out and joining the Discord and like and follow and subscribe and whatever. Just click a button. That's all it is. That's all I'm here for. So I like it when you click my buttons. And yeah, come by next week. Come by later this month. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't forget to stay kind.